Namaskar students. In this video, I will discuss about straight lines. Straight lines, class 11th mathematics. In class 10th, you have read coordinate geometry. After that, we are continuing in class 11th from straight line. It means whatever you have done in class 10th, that will be used here. Okay? So you should have a basic knowledge of class 10th coordinate geometry. If you have not done the chapter properly or if you have forgotten, you can watch my video of coordinate geometry in that case. Guys, I promise that before February, I'll complete all of your syllabus. Okay? So सारे टॉपिक्स यहाँ पर अवेलेबल होंगे. Easily आप किसी टॉपिक को असेस कर सकते हैं and you can gain the knowledge. Do not worry at all. Okay? I am there with you. So let us start. क्लास 10th में आपने पढ़ा था कि दो पॉइंट के बीच का डिस्टेंस कैसे फाइंड करेंगे, मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला, इंटरनल डिवीजन फॉर्मूला एंड एरिया ऑफ ए ट्राइंगल. ओके, इसी तरह से आपने प्रूव किया था हाउ टू शो दैट फ्यू पॉइंट्स आर कोलिनियर. सो दैट इज ऑल प्रीरिक्विजिट. हियर आई विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम क्लास 11th portion. If you have any difficulty in the prerequisite, you can watch my video of class 10 coordinate geometry. So first of all, we talk about slope. What do you mean by slope? Okay, suppose we say that this is one straight line. So what do we mean by slope? क्या meaning है slope का? Slope means how this line is tilted. कितना तिरछा हो रहा है ये line, ठीक है? उसका measure हम कर रहे हैं. So there are many ways of doing it. Suppose this is x-axis and this angle is theta. Okay, whatever is the value, theta is just a variable. And remember, we have to measure the angle in anti-clock direction. ठीक है? Anti-clock direction में measure करना है angle. ठीक है? ये important है. The slope or the gradient. ठीक है? This is one more name of this. Slope or gradient is equal to tan of theta. It means t ratio अगर tan लेते हैं तब जो वैल्यू निकलती है, this value is slope of this straight line. अब किस तरह से वैल्यू होती है, क्यों होती है, let us study that. Okay, suppose यहाँ पर हम दो पॉइंट लेते हैं. We have taken any two points. This is P and this is Q. Coordinates हमने लिया x1 y1 and x2 y2. ठीक है? अब इन दो पॉइंट्स के लिए suppose we draw one horizontal line here and one vertical line here. So we see that this angle is right angle. ठीक है? So we can have this triangle as right angle triangle. ठीक है? This triangle is right angle triangle. And this x-axis, obviously this is also parallel to this, so this angle will be corresponding angle, so this will be equal theta. Now in this triangle, can you find PR and QR? Yes, of course we can find. What is PR? x-axis पर difference हमें चाहिए between these two values, these two abscissas. ठीक है? So what is abscissa here? x1. What is abscissa here? x2. ठीक है? So x2 minus x1 will be this value. Similarly, this is difference between ordinates on y-axis. And what are ordinates? y2 and y1. This is bigger and this is smaller. So y2 minus y1. Okay, this is this value. So this is actually a right angle triangle. In class 10th, you have seen that t ratio tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Okay, so what is perpendicular for this theta? This value is perpendicular and this value is base. So it is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, these are the two values, QR upon PR. These are the two values for this. This is also denoted by symbol M. Okay, all are the same thing. So this is slope of a straight line. अब हम इसकी डेप्थ में स्टडी करते हैं, डिफरेंट केसेस लेते हैं और समझने की कोशिश करते हैं कि किस तरह के क्वेश्चन होते हैं. आई हैव टेकन 3 केसेस हियर. ठीक है, 3 स्ट्रेट लाइन मैंने यहाँ पर लिया हुआ है और ये स्ट्रेट लाइन कैसी है, दे गोस अप टू इंफिनिटी. बोथ एरोज मींस इट कैन गो इन बोथ डायरेक्शन अप टू इंफिनिटी. रिमेंबर इट। हम तीन स्ट्रेट लाइन का डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं। तो फर्स्ट स्ट्रेट लाइन, हियर दिस एंगल इज गिवन इन दिस डायरेक्शन, ठीक है, बट हमें कौन सा चाहिए था? वी रिक्वायर दिस एंगल फ्रॉम द पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस, ठीक है, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। थीटा जो एंगल है दिस शुड बी फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस एंड मेजर्ड एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, बट ये एंगल तो डिफरेंट है। सो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी नीड टू फाइंड दिस एंगल, okay, how much it is? Obviously this is one straight line, so this will be pi minus theta 1. Okay, so here slope will be tan pi minus theta 1. Okay, so tan 180 minus theta, everybody knows this is minus tan theta, so minus tan theta 1 is the slope of this straight line. Okay, now let us see here, this is theta 2, normal condition it is given. So clearly m is equal to tan theta 2, directly it will be the slope because this is measured from the positive direction and anti-clockwise it is measured. Fine. Now here again it is from the negative direction of x axis. ठीक है, तो इस एंगल को हम यूज नहीं करेंगे। हम क्या करेंगे? We will find the angle from the positive direction of x axis and this will be pi minus theta 3. So here slope will be m is equal to tan pi minus theta 3. So this is minus tan theta 3. Theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3 I have just taken variable values. Okay, कोई भी constant value हो सकती है यहाँ पर। I have demonstrated only few cases here. तो अगर ऐसी कोई भी possibility होती है तो आपको वो एंगल चाहिए जो x axis की positive direction से मेजर किया हुआ है। सपोज कीजिए x एक्सिस की पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन से जो एंगल है दिस एंगल इज ऑब्ट्यूज, ठीक है, थीटा इज इक्वल टू ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल, इट मींस थीटा इज ग्रेटर देन 90 डिग्री। फाइन, 90 डिग्री से बड़ा एंगल है एंड 180 से छोटा है, दिस वन इज थीटा। सो ऐसे केस के लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं? सपोज वी हैव टू पॉइंट्स P and Q and the coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now we see that when we join this is one straight line and here what is the difference? Suppose this point is R. What is this RQ? This RQ is difference between x coordinates. Okay? So what are x coordinates? This x2 will be greater on x axis. So x2 minus x1 will be this value. Now यहाँ पर difference लेते हैं PR. PR will be difference between P and R coordinates, यानी y axis पर हमें difference चाहिए. So this difference is equal to y1 minus y2. ठीक है? तो अब देखिए values कुछ different आ रही हैं. And what is this angle? Will it be theta? No, this angle will not be theta now because see this angle is 180 minus theta. Okay, so this is corresponding, so it is also 180 minus theta. So in this case when we find tan theta, so it will be tan 180 minus theta and the value is perpendicular upon base. तो क्या इसका मीनिंग ये होगा कि हमारा फॉर्मूला चेंज हो जाएगा? No, our formula can never be changed, it will remain always same. Okay, what was the formula? We have reduced tan theta, that is slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, this was the formula we reduced. Now what happened here? This is 180 minus theta, so tan 180 minus theta becomes minus tan theta and this is y1 minus y2 upon x2 minus x1. Now this minus, if we multiply in the numerator, what happens? This becomes positive, or you can say both the side we are multiplying with minus 1. Okay, so we have both the side multiplying with minus 1, so this becomes positive and this is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now one more important thing, if we take common minus from numerator, this becomes y1 minus y2. Similarly, if we take minus common from here, this becomes, so this formula is also equal to y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. Okay, so it is our choice whether you apply this thing or this thing. Okay, this is just mathematical understanding that we can take minus common from numerator and denominators. Okay, the term will remain same, it will not be changed. Okay, this is the important thing. So whatever is the case, whether angle is acute or obtuse, our formula remains the same. Okay, remember one more thing will happen in this chapter quite often. Suppose you are given this line PQ and one more line is given, suppose it is L1. So this L1 line is parallel to PQ. So what is the slope of L1? तो जो भी लाइन पैरेलल है, ठीक है, slope of line parallel to PQ, what is this? It will remain same. ठीक है, इसका स्लोप भी क्या होगा? This will always be remain same. अगर ये स्लोप m है, if this value is m, then this will always be m. It means जो भी parallel lines होंगी, infinite and finite parallel lines बन सकती हैं. So for those infinite parallel lines, the slope will be same. ठीक है guys, remember this. This can be very very important point for you. हर पैरेलल लाइन का स्लोप सेम होगा. ठीक है, अब बात आती है परपेंडिकुलर लाइन के लिए. सपोज इसकी परपेंडिकुलर लाइन आती है, सपोज दिस लाइन इज L2. सो व्हाट इज द स्लोप ऑफ दिस L2? वी डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट फिगर. Suppose it is any straight line which is making any angle θ1 from positive direction of x-axis. अब हम बात कर रहे हैं एक लाइन which is perpendicular to this. देखिए ये perpendicular है और इस straight line की हम बात कर रहे हैं. So what is happening for this? क्या खास बात है यहाँ पर, क्या होगा? So this angle will be something, मान लेते हैं this angle is θ2. ठीक है, तो θ1 और θ2 में क्या रिलेशन होगा? See, if this angle is 90, this is also 90. In this triangle, we see this is exterior angle. Okay, this angle is exterior angle. तो exterior angle की property से 90 plus θ1 is equal to what? This is θ2. ठीक है, this is property of exterior angle. तो अब यहाँ पर हम इन लाइन्स के स्लोप की बात कर सकते हैं. Suppose this is L1 and this is L2. तो slope of L1 किससे डिनोट कर रहे हैं हम? M1 से डिनोट कर सकते हैं. What is the value? The value is tan θ1. ठीक है, पहली लाइन का स्लोप है इसलिए हमने 1 1 ले लिया हर जगह, and this is tan θ1. सेकेंड लाइन का जो स्लोप है, स्लोप ऑफ लाइन L2, this is denoted by M2 and this will be tan θ2. And what is the value of θ2? θ2 is 90 plus θ1. पुट करते हैं 90 plus θ1. And what is tan 90 plus theta? This is minus cot theta. Okay, so minus cot theta आ रहा है हमारे पास वैल्यू, and this is minus 1 upon tan θ1. अब कंपेयर कीजिए इस स्लोप को और इस स्लोप को. ठीक है, this is M2 and this is M1. किस तरह कंपेयर कर सकते हैं? If we multiply M1 and M2, what we get? Tan θ1 into minus 1 upon tan θ1. Okay, this is also 1 now. So this value is cancelled and we are getting only minus 1. So from here the result comes M1 and M2 product of slope of two perpendicular lines is always minus 1. ठीक है, so ये एक important result है जो आपको यूज करना है, बहुत बार यूज करना है चैप्टर में, ध्यान रखिएगा. many times it will be used. एक और तरह से हम फाइंड कर सकते हैं. we have a relation that अगर दो लाइन दे रखी हैं उनके बीच का एंगल हमें फाइंड करना है. suppose this angle is theta. so how can we find the angle between two given lines L1 L2? so tan theta is equal to modulus M1 minus M2 upon 1 plus M1 and M2. Okay, so from this formula we find the angle between any two given lines. यहाँ पर m1 is slope of line first, m2 is slope of line second. ठीक है, दोनों लाइन का स्लोप है. तो यहां से देखिएगा, अगर हम ये कंडीशन रखते हैं परपेंडिकुलर वाली, इट मींस लाइंस अगर परपेंडिकुलर हैं, सो दिस एंगल थीटा इज 90 डिग्री. सो tan 90 इज व्हाट? दिस इज इंफिनिटी. इंफिनिटी मींस 1/0. अगर ये 1/0 इस वैल्यू की इक्वल रखते हैं, देन व्हाट वी गेट? Do the cross multiplication in these two terms. So this into this, it means m1 m2 plus 1, this value is equal to 0, and from here we get the same result, then m1 m2 is equal to -1. तो दो मेथड हैं इस रिजल्ट को अचीव करने के लिए. either you can derive from the formula or you can derive like this. Okay, so this is very important result which is used in your calculation in many of the questions. Suppose we have two straight lines L1 L2. This line is making angle theta 1, this line is making angle theta 2 from the positive direction of x axis. अब इनका स्लोप्स अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था सेम होगा, बट कैसे होगा, क्यों होगा? ठीक है, दिस इज द डिस्कशन ओवर हियर. तो हम कह सकते हैं स्लोप ऑफ लाइन फर्स्ट. ओके, फॉर लाइन L1 slope is m1 and this value by formula we know it is theta 1. ठीक है. For line L2 the slope is m2 and m2 is equal to tan theta 2. Now why these two values will be same? ये मेरा concern है, ये मेरा discussion है यहाँ पर. So why this is equal? Simple reason that when two parallel lines are there, we know that this angle and this angle they are equal. By what property? They are corresponding angles. Okay, here theta 1 is equal to theta 2 because they are corresponding angle. Okay, so tan theta 1, this will be equal to tan theta 2. Okay, and since they are equal, so slopes are also equal. Okay, so this is the main conclusion why the slopes are equal, why we put them equal. One more thing is there. If you want to check from the formula says 1 plus m1 and m2. This is formula for angle between two straight lines. तो हम फाइंड करना चाह रहे हैं इनके बीच का एंगल कैसा है, whether they are parallel or not. So parallel lines we know angle between them is what? It is 0 degree. ठीक है, this is well known fact. So let us put the value here. Tan 0 degree is equal to this thing. And what is tan 0? We know the value is 0. So we get m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. This value is equal to 0. अब 0 को हम लिख सकते हैं 0.1 and we can do cross multiplication. So cross multiplication gives, so this into 1 means m1 minus m2 and this into 0 becomes 0. So from here we again get the same thing, that m1 is equal to m2. Okay, so either you understand from the formula or you understand from the figure, both are the same thing and you always get the same result in mathematics. This is the beauty of mathematics कि आप कोई भी formula use कर लीजिए, कोई भी approach use कर लीजिए, every time you get the same result. Now we discuss some numerical questions based on these topics so that these topics are perfectly clear to you. Okay? अगर अभी तक आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, बेल आइकन प्रेस कीजिए so that you get notification for all the videos. Okay? So in this question we have to find the value of x for which the slope is m is equal to 2 and a line through these points is given to us, right? So when we know the slope is 2 and 2 points are given, we can easily apply the formula for slope and the formula will be m is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, so let us put the values. This is 2 and this is x1, y1, x2 and y2. So put the values. 3 minus 5 upon x minus 2, x2 minus x1, and this is y2 minus y1, 3 minus 5. Okay, so what is this? This is 2 equal to minus 2 upon x minus 2. 2 to cancel. So we are left with x minus 2 is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to plus 2 minus 1, that is 1. This is our answer. Okay, simple. In this question, we have to find the value of lambda so that line through these 2 points is making 135-degree angle with the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, so if a line is such that which makes 135-degree angle, okay, so we can find the slope. Here slope will be tan theta, and theta is 135 degree. We know its value, it lies in second quadrant and the value is minus 1. So slope is known now. Now again 2 points are given, so we can apply the formula that m is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So this time let us apply quickly. Minus 1 is equal to y2 minus y1. So 5 minus 4. x2 minus x1. So lambda minus 3. Okay. Now this is 1. So cross multiply. Minus lambda plus 3 is equal to 1. So lambda will be equal to 2. Okay, lambda will go that side and 1 will be subtracted from 3. It will give us 2. So lambda is equal to 2 is the final answer for this. This question we have to use a different concept. Alpha we have to find, and we are given that a line through P and Q is parallel to a different line through other 2 points. Okay, so let us name these points. Suppose it is A and it is B. So this line AB is actually parallel to line PQ. So we know the concept, if lines are parallel, the slopes are same. Okay, this is the simple concept. So let us apply. For this line AB, we can easily find the slope. What is this? Slope formula. M y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. Okay, so what is slope? This is y2, 6 minus 4 upon 0 minus 1. So this gives us 2 upon 1. So m is 2. So slope of line AB is 2. Now since lines are parallel, so slope of PQ will also be 2. Since lines are parallel, so slope of PQ is also equal to m, and it is also equal to 2. Now let us apply the slope formula here. So this is 7 minus alpha and 2 minus 3. So 7 minus alpha and 2 minus 3, this is slope of PQ line. This is equal to 2. Okay. Now simplify. This is minus 1 into 2. So this is minus 2. So alpha bring other side. 2 will come this side. So alpha is 9. So the unknown value alpha is 9 here. Okay. So here we use the concept of parallel lines. In this question we have to prove that these are the vertices of a parallelogram, but we are not supposed to use the distance formula. Okay, distance formula हमें use नहीं करना है इस question में. Suppose this ABCD is a parallelogram. In that case, what will happen? The slope of this AB and CD will be same. Suppose it is M1, so it will also be M1. If the slope of AD is M2, then slope of BC will also be M2. This is the main condition we can apply here. Okay, so suppose in order we name the points as A, B, C and D. So in that case, slope of AB we can find easily. This will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, so if these slopes are same, then clearly these two lines will be parallel. So similarly we have to show that AD and BC, they are also parallel. So slopes of AB is this much, and this is 1 upon 4 plus 2, 6. Now slope of DC. So let us write the point D, minus 3, 2 and C. This is C point. Now for these 2 points, let us find the slope. y2 minus y1, 3 minus 2 upon 3 minus 3. So how much is this? This is 1 upon 6. Since the slope is same, so we can conclude that AB and DC are parallel. AB parallel to DC. Okay. Now, if this restriction was not there, then it was an easy thing that we can use distance formula and we can show AB and DC are equal. That would be sufficient to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. But here we are not supposed to use this, so we will do a different thing. We will prove the slope of other 2 lines are also same. Now slope of AD, A and D. How much is this? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is 2 plus 1, 3 and 3 minus 3 plus 2. So minus 3. Similarly, we find slope of BC. How much is this? B and C. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So this is 3 upon minus 1. Same value. Okay, this slope is also the same. So we conclude that AD is parallel to BC. Now since AD is parallel to BC and AB is parallel to DC, so there is only one condition, that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, hence the result is complete. A line through these 2 points is perpendicular to the line through these 2 points. So what is the condition basically? Suppose the slope of this line is m1 and slope of this line is m2. Okay, so since lines are perpendicular, so we have a condition that m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Okay, this condition is for perpendicular lines. Okay, like this, m1 and m2. Okay, lines are perpendicular, then only we can apply this condition. So here what we will do, we will find the slope of first line, find the slope of second line and we'll put in this equation. So when we apply this concept here, we see that m1, that is slope of this line, is 1 upon 3 and m2, that is slope of this line, is 12 upon x minus 8. Okay, and since m1 m2 is equal to minus 1, it means these 2 lines are perpendicular. So when we put the values of m2 and m1 in this, we get this result. Okay, and on simplification we get x is equal to 4. This was first video of straight line class 11 mathematics. Definitely more videos are there for this chapter, where I will discuss about advanced concepts which will help you in the chapter. We'll meet soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.